Welcome guys to the first episode of 2026. I'm on a solo boat camping lipstick session on a lake, and what makes this one a bit different from our other boat camping episodes is we're going to try and find somewhere sheltered out the wind and anchor up for the night, which we've not done before. So it is a bit windy today, so I'm a bit concerned about that, like keeping the anchorage overnight. Hopefully the wind will drop, but we do need to find somewhere sheltered, so let's take a look round. So this is the type of joint I'm talking about for a mooring. It's about 5 metres deep. It's pretty sheltered. It's quite windy today, so this looks the kind of spot. So I think this is probably the first potential spot, but I'm going to look for more. Yeah, this could be a potential camp spot. So I had a nice encounter this morning with another YouTuber that recognised me from our channel, which was nice. I'm rubbish with names, but I'm pretty sure his name, I'll put it on the screen because I'll check when I get home, for Bundy's Adventures. So yeah, he was a really good bloke. So I'll put the name down in the corner there if I got it wrong, but Bundy's Adventures I think it was. But yeah, check it out. He was a great bloke. I'm definitely going to check him out when I get home. So yeah, very nice to meet you, mate. And like I said, happy to do a joint YouTube session at some point if you're interested. Might just try and fish this spot. As I've said in other videos, I've never ever been successful in freshwater fishing, but I thought I'd try something else today with corn kernels, which is what I'm doing. So I might give those a razz on the rod. I've got some lures as well, some floating ones and some diving ones, so yeah, I'll give that a razz, see how we get on. Not expecting to be lucky, not usually lucky when it comes to this type of fishing. But as we've said in many other videos, it's not about the fishing's just a bit of a bonus. We're not after fish to eat today, it's purely for sport, so yep, we'll see how we go. There goes the camera. That's how I lose so many GoPros, because I've got a tether that I don't bother tying on. Luckily that fell in the boat and not in the drink like they normally do. This is about the 8th GoPro that I've gone through doing that. And I'm just too lazy to tether it, but I'm going to tether it because that's another warning. I'd be gutted if, and like I've said before, it's not so much the, well it is the cost of the cameras, but it's usually because I've lost a lot of good footage. But I was determined when I bought this one, this is a Hero 10, that I was going to start tethering. I'm still being lazy. So that'll teach me a lesson if I do lose it, won't it? Take it off for a bit. I'll give some lures a go as well. Yeah, this would be a cracking spot. This is what I'm sort of thinking, somewhere nice and sheltered. In the middle, hopefully I wouldn't drift too far, become unanchored. It was really, really windy. I got here yesterday, it was really windy, which is why I didn't put the boat in. But it did drop overnight, so hoping it will do the same today. But I'm pretty sheltered here, but the wind keeps swinging around, so we'll see what we can do. So I've just moved round the other side of the lake and it's rough as guts out here. White caps, windy as, so hopefully I'm hoping the wind hasn't gone up or changed direction, or I was just sheltered where I was before. Just looking for somewhere to grab some lunch. I'm just looking at the map there, so I think over round the other side of there should be a bit sheltered, so there might be somewhere where we can grab some lunch there. So yeah, go check it out around that headland. Yeah, that didn't quite go according to plan. So there's a little island there and that point there where I wanted to get round, but it got real shallow. I thought it might, so I quickly had to reverse back. Yeah, that'll do. So it's still windy, but I am a bit sheltered because of this point here behind me, this point. So yeah, this will do for lunch, I think. So food-wise on this trip, there's nothing exciting, I'm afraid. I haven't got a fridge or an esky or anything, so it's all dried, processed food. So nothing good this trip. But you know, you want to make these trips easy. There's no washing up with the type of food that I've got. So I've got some freeze-dried sort of camping meals, and then the obligatory noodles. And I've had a few questions about noodles from the last few episodes. Do I love noodles? I actually don't like noodles at all. I think they're rank, but they're really good. They're really good for these kinds of trips. So I have got noodles again on this one, like I did with Dino on the last few videos. But yeah, they're just I don't ever eat them on these trips. So I just hope that. So I've only found the one spot really so far, and I hope that's going to pan out because the wind's got up and I think it might have changed direction, so it might be blowing straight in that area now, which will be a bit rubbish because I haven't found anywhere else. This might work. I mean, we are sheltered. The wind's currently coming over the back, so I'm pretty sheltered here. It's just not as nice as the last spot. So look, we'll play it by ear. It's only 1:15, so I like to sort of start looking for a camp spot around sort of 4 o'clock. So I've got a few hours here. And worst case, we can come back here. The fishing's been hopeless as always, but one thing I do like about fishing with the corn kernels is that your fingers don't stick, which is good. So I quite like that. Right, I'm going to enjoy my lunch. check back in soon. This is probably a better backup spot that I'm just turning round in. Once the boat comes round you'll be able to see it, but it's not as good as the first one, but it's definitely more sheltered. I was just over there a minute ago, but this is probably a better backup. Yeah, check this one out. So yeah, just there, just driving away from it now. So in that little bay there, I think you can see how calm it is. There's no ripples, so I think that's our backup, but we'll keep looking. So another one in there. I'll just swing around. Yeah, there's lots of little like nooks here. There you can see, just over there. So I think any of these can work pretty well. I think that's better. That's better than the last one. So they're all getting a little bit better. So a bit of nostalgia now. Over the back there where that boat is, that's an island, and me and the butler have camped on that island on one of our earlier YouTube videos, so on Turbo the Tinny. So I'll leave a link at the end of this video to that, so check that one out because that's pretty cool. That was the first time we came here, but yeah, that's an island there. We've actually camped on that island, which is cool. So I just wanted to come and pay homage to it. I haven't been back here since, so that was an awesome trip, so it's good to see it. It's a shame the butler's not with me this weekend. What we might do now is head back, just check out that first camp again, just see if it's out the wind. If not, we're going to have to go back where we've just come from and go back to the backup sites. Haven't really seen any more. There's plenty of spots to camp, it's just with the wind in the direction that it is, they're not favourable today. So yeah, we've got the backup options. Let's go check the primary, and yeah, we'll see how we go from there. Well, we're here. Definitely doesn't look as nice as it did earlier on, but it is reasonably sheltered. So I think this will be camp for tonight. So I've actually got this little app which I'm going to try in a minute. It's this, what's it called? I haven't tried it before. I'll give it a razz in a minute, just see if it works. What's it called? Oh, I can't even find it. Anchor alarm. So I think it obviously works on GPS, so I think you put in a radius where you're anchored, you can select that, and then the alarm will go off if you move. So that'll be good. I'll give that. I'll try it before, but that's what I'm going to use tonight. This is the first time I've done a mooring like this, so yeah, I'm a little bit nervous about it, just in case we come unanchored. We come unanchored all the time when I'm fishing, so but hopefully this wind will die down like it did last night. It was really still actually last night, it was windy like this yesterday, so I'm hoping that it will overnight die down, and we are pretty sheltered here. So yeah, this is camp for tonight. So lake boat camping, mooring boat camping, all good. Right, must be getting close to beer o'clock, I think. So got a bolter XPA for today, a couple of bolters. Cheers. Happy New Year. So I just want to thank everybody that's been following our channel. Do appreciate it. We still haven't cracked that 1,000 subscribers though, so if you are watching this and you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button, it'd really help us. So we just want to get to 1,000. We've said it a few times before, like we're just aiming for 1,000 subscribers. That's the goal of the channel. If we can make 1,000, that'll be awesome. Anything more than 1,000, even better. So yeah, the more subscribers we get, the better the channel will become. So yeah, if you can subscribe, that will be champion, or leave a comment or give us a thumbs up, that'll be awesome. So all of that sort of helps the channel, so we would appreciate that. So yeah, cheers. I'm going to try this anchor alarm thing now and just see if it works. So let's see. So I'll set the radius for, we don't want it much, do we? Maybe 8 meters for a start. So that, whether you can see it on the screen, but that's where we are. I've set it at a radius of 8 meters. So I'm gonna unanchor us now and just see if the alarm goes off. Hopefully it will. Let's just see what happens then, I suppose. Well, now we're not anchored anymore, so let's just see what happens. So we are moving, we're moving at 0.2 knots. Oh, now we're not. We'll just give them a bit of a helping hand. We're just see what happens. Twist a little bit. Oh, well, doesn't seem to be working. I'm sure we've moved more than 8 meters, but give it a bit longer.
Day 2, Day 3, Day 4.
Oh, it did work. I didn't press anything then. Okay, so it does work. I feel like we went further than 8 meters, but that's what it's showing. Yeah, okay. So look, it definitely works. It feels like we went a bit further than 8 meters though. Easy. Dino, this is better than the ones you make. Beef stroganoff is what we've got tonight. Here we go. We'll let them stand for 10 to 15 minutes as instructed. 4 out of 10 for a camping meal. But I'm not going to knock them too much because they are perfect for this type of thing. No washing up, just water. So they are good. They serve a purpose. Right, I'm going to sign out from the boat tent. We'll see you in the morning. Alright, so that's the boat tent down. That pretty much brings this one to the end of the episode. So hopefully you've enjoyed this one. I've enjoyed it. This is a new experience for me with the anchorage. It seemed to work quite well. I did like having the comfort of the alarm. It might be different if you're in in the sea where you've got waves and current and tide and the like, but definitely in the lake it worked pretty well. So tune in for more boat camping on lakes. I'm definitely going to be doing more of this. And I'm actually in the process of finishing the Mark III boat tent, which is an amendment to what we've already got. So I'm not sure when that episode will be out. I'm not quite ready yet. It might be the next episode, or it might be the one after that. Not sure yet. Just depends how we go. But yeah, stick around for that one, because there is some modifications to the boat tent. So Mark III coming up. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the next episode. Cheers, brothers.